Let's talk about loss of consortium claims. What is that? If you get injured and you're married, your spouse is also entitled to compensation. That's called loss of consortium. Not because they were involved in the accident, but because you were involved, and because of your injuries, you can't contribute to your marital status. Whether it's taking care of the children, having relations with your spouse, cooking, cleaning, working, and contributing monetarily. So that loss of consortium is actually a pretty big deal. We had a case where my client, he was involved in a pretty bad accident and he wasn't able to work anymore. So not only were we able to file for loss of income for him, but we also had a claim against the other party on behalf of his wife for a loss of consortium. He was no longer able to take her dancing. That's something that they used to do all the time. And because of his injury, he actually became paralyzed. He was not able to take her dancing, and that really impacted her, and it really impacted their marriage, because dancing was such a big deal for them, and it was something that they had enjoyed in 51 years of marriage. So loss of consortium can be a really big part of an injury claim, and it's something that most attorneys usually overlook. But here at V&A, we look at the whole big picture. So we look at everything, and including loss of consortium. And remember, if you, as an attorney, if you fail to file that claim, that means when you're filing the lawsuit, if that claim for the spouse is not part of the lawsuit, you might not be able to bring it in later on. So it's very important that you discuss with an attorney if the injuries has really impacted your life. That's what we do as part of the communication process that we have with our clients, as part of the interview process. We're constantly talking with our clients and making sure that we get the entire big picture when they're injured, because an injury not only impacts the person who was injured, but it impacts their entire life. It impacts their spouse, their kids, their loved ones, and you really need to look at the big picture to get the full compensation that they deserve.